Welcome, welcome. What's up, foodies? This is Restaurant Road Trip Season 1 Recap. I'm Ryan Kristafer, host of CT Style and executive producer of this brand new awesome show. And I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the host, and apparently the dancing machine, Chef Plum.
Machine, you have no idea. I was a dancer for a little while. What's going on, guys? We're so happy to be here with you, and even happier to have a chance to showcase some of the best and most unique, delicious restaurants all across Connecticut.
And you mentioned the word Connecticut. You know, it's interesting, Chef Plum, and you know, as a culinary master, Boston and New York, they get so much love, and they do have great restaurants, but here in Connecticut, you know,
absolutely. We kind of get left out because we're kind of in the middle, but we're changing all of that with this program is the plan. From seafood all across the shoreline to fresh local foods and vegetables from the farmlands, Connecticut really has it all, Ryan.
And it's beautiful, too. And over the past season 1, we trekked across the entire state and we found 13 awesome restaurants. And you kind of went in the kitchen and had a little bit of fun with them.
Oh, it was great, man. I'll tell you what, this next half hour, running through some of the highlights from season 1, we're also doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a director's cut where we're taking you behind the scenes and showing you how we pulled off some of that paranormal activity.
It was a little spooky, you know, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. But also, none of this would have happened without some of the support of some of our awesome local businesses. We want to give a big shout out to Asylum Distillery out of Bridgeport. And we want to thank the man behind the company. He's really like the mad scientist. Rob, there he is. He's got vodka, gin, whiskey, and more. So we're going to be catching up with him. Please don't drink it all, Rob. You know, leave some for us later on in the show.
Honestly, save some of that for us there. And of course, another big shout out to our other big sponsor, the knives I use every single day of my life as a pro chef. Ergo Chef Knives, Mike's over there. So later on in the studio, we're going to be hanging out with him.
All right, Plum, so we're going to kick things off with some of our favorite moments here. First, we're going to be sailing along the Connecticut shoreline to Mystic.
Man, Red 36 is a modern nautical gem nestled right inside of a marina, and it's always packed and always on a wait. So we're going to skip the line and head right to the kitchen.
Let's do it.
This is our 4th summer, and we're loving it. And I mean, I think we do an okay job. We started, you know, with the thought of the quintessential on-the-water restaurant in New England. You know, we wanted to have our lobster rolls, but we understand the way people eat these days. It can be very international. So throughout the menu, you'll see influences from all over the place.
What are some of like the really popular things on the menu?
One of our biggest sellers is the fried calamari. It's got an Asian flair to it, and it's just delicious.
This sounds great. I can't wait to check out the food, check out the bar. I saw the raw bar. That's like the keys to my heart right there. I can sit up here all day long. Look at this view. This is incredible. This is like my kind of place.
Oh, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it.
I plan on it. As a matter of fact, let's go check out this kitchen right now.
Okay, wonderful.
Awesome. So you guys are rolling right now. I see hanger steak here. Talk about the marinade in that.
We have a little bit of soy sauce with brown sugar, sambal, touch of rice vinegar.
Man, smells and looks fantastic. The salmon, I love the sear here. That's beautiful, nice brown sear on top of that.
Faroe Island salmon here over Peruvian purple potatoes.
Nice. Well, I feel bad that you guys sit back here and keep calling tickets and run to the expo because I'm going to go eat.
All right.
Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Man, Red 36 is the bomb, Chef Plum. I mean, the vibe and the calamari was out of this world.
Man, that was good stuff. The steak was one of my favorite things. Cooked perfectly, nice and rare, juicy. Ugh, I want to have one of those right now.
If only you could have shared with me, shoot, but that's a story for a different day, right? Hey, from the Connecticut shoreline, we're going to be cruising up 91 all the way to the capital city, the Republic at Linden. It's like the quintessential night out, you know, hang out with the girls or the guys, grab a drink, and have some fun.
What a great spot, and not just a drink. They're serving up some casual cuisine with a bit of flair. Oh yeah, and let me stand on the bar. Check it out. Chef, this looks awesome. I want to taste the soup right off the back. Talk me through the soup and the process.
Saute any kind of mushroom you have, onions, shallots, butter, and that's pretty much it.
That's beautiful. This is something that we should get a kiddie pool of, and I should get my bathing suit out. I brought the short one too, and we should jump in. Brussels sprouts. This looks amazing.
We basically just take them, cut them in half. We fry them from raw. Put bacon in this one, apples, creme fraiche.
You're hitting those textures, right, from the crunchiness from some of those outside leaves. That cider reduction adds that little hint of kind of a sourness and a sweet kind of all at the same time.
Yeah.
And the fat that you're looking for in the background comes right from that creme fraiche. That's a home run, man.
That's it.
I mean, clearly the best thing on the table is going to be the burger because you got a new guy in the back who's doing pretty well, I heard.
This is a 50-50 mix of chorizo and just beef.
Beautiful with the ground beef. I haven't seen anybody do that, and that's awesome. There we go.
So you could pull one of the burger boards down. The bun, you could put the butter on.
Now you can see this butter roller here. I have this at my house, and this is actually how I do my hair every day. I run my hair through the butter roller.
You're pretty close right there. Just crack the egg right on there.
One hand, you ready?
And then some green Tabasco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can fold it and go right in there.
So now we know how you get that beautiful hair, Plum. The old butter roller, huh?
Easy there, brother. We can't all dress up like Rick Astley every day. I'll tell you what, it's all about the meat blend in that hangover burger there. That chorizo and the ground beef with the egg and the hot sauce, man. Fat is where it's at.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that. And next we're going to head on over to one of our favorite restaurants of the season. Actually, it was the most popular episode on our Facebook page. This place is popping. It's all about farm to table, and it's all going down in Marlboro.
I'll tell you what, Goats and Roses in Marlboro. Hey, sing your favorite Guns N' Roses song.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
All right, Kasha, I am staring at these tostones, and all I want to do is just pick the plate up and
Put your face in it.
like Bugs Bunny them all down my throat. Talk us through it while I have some.
All right, so we got the Spanish plantains, which we lightly fried. We top them with house-made amazing guacamole, some pico de gallo, and a little bit of a lime crema, and there it is.
The cool thing about this is when someone hits all the textures as well as flavors, because texture is a big part of food.
Thank you.
You're getting the crispiness there. You're getting the sweetness almost from the avocado.
Yep.
That crema is delicious on top, adds a little bit of zestiness to it. And I love the little roast tomatoes you put in there.
Yes, gives it a little pop. So the pork, we took pork tenderloin, cubed it up. So we call them pork tips. So it's like a sirloin tip, but it's pork.
What?
We did them with some locally sourced vegetables from Colgan Farm. And then we put a light pesto on top of the pork just to make it a little different.
When you eat local food like this, it just feels like you're doing a good thing. Especially when there's a peacock and a duck that are best friends.
So this is sushi grade ahi tuna, which we slice by hand on a warm tortilla. We've got a little bit of coleslaw cabbage in the middle, cucumber matchsticks, some bean sprouts, a little bit of ponzu sauce. There it is.
I have one really important question for you, Kasha.
Yes.
What are you eating?
Oh.
What are you having?
You know, Goats and Roses just opened this year, and it really blew up, man. I mean, it seems like a real community there.
Yeah, I mean, they have movie nights, music, and a farmer's market. You can really make a night of it.
We'll have to head back this fall. And coming up here on Restaurant Road Trip Season 1 special, we're going to be heating things up with a little bit of a director's cut. We're taking you behind the scenes when we experience a paranormal event while filming.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
Welcome back here to the Restaurant Road Trip recap. This next place is really, really freaky. The Captain Daniel Packer Inn is one of the most haunted restaurants in the whole world, and it's right here in Connecticut.
Listen, believe what you want, but from ghost stories to gourmet cuisine, this spot in Mystic is one of a kind.
Hi, listen, if you're gonna step up to the plate here, Plum, you're gonna make lobster pierogi. Grab a saute pan down here, throw a little bit of oil. Grab that smaller pan over here, get a little bit of this lobster sauce, throw it in, throw some lobster meat in there. There you go, you don't need a lot. Come on, man, you want a paycheck this week or what? It's a regular potato pierogies, my grandma's recipe. I've been eating these things for 56 years now.
God, you're really old. Did they have pierogies back then?
Yes, they did.
I didn't know that.
They were made out of stone. You want to get them nice and brown? Yeah, hit it with some salt and pepper. Don't. Grab yourself a pair of tongs, put those pierogies right here on the plate.
On top, Chef?
Yeah, right on top. Make it look sexy, man. Beautiful, dude. Good looking plate, Plum.
Chef, this stuff looks great. I'm not a big smoked salmon fan, but this looks fantastic.
Wait till you try it. You got Scottish smoked salmon there, Scotch egg inside with an avocado cream. On the bottom, a regular toast. You got a cucumber and a fennel garnish with some red onions. The lime and the avocado really brings out the salmon flavor. Stonington U8 scallops. A rainbow Swiss chard here, cooked in bacon fat, a roasted garlic, chicken stock.
Wow.
We have bacon layered in between each scallop. Apple pie moonshine reduction that I put all over the dish here.
The chard goes really well with this as well. I think it's really cool.
It does.
The chard is kind of the star of the plate, I think. So that's a killer. That's a hit, man.
It's amazing.
So you might have noticed a little something spooky in that episode, huh? Did you see any ghosts there, Chef Plum?
There definitely was a couple of ghosts in there, I think. You know, that's funny because we knew how haunted that place was, and we thought it'd be fun to dress up. That was Remy, for those of you who don't know, my youngest daughter. We dressed her up as Ada.
There she is right there.
Like you see, circled right there.
Yeah.
And had her walk through, put a little special effect around her. And man, I tell you what, it was so much fun. It was so great to have her there and be a part of it. Look at her up the stairs, see her?
I think it's so cool how it actually turned out, because we just had the idea to say, hey, let's dress up your daughter as a ghost.
Yeah.
And then in the finished product, I mean, it looks pretty legit. It kind of looks like the girl from The Ring.
Dude, it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's incredibly creepy, man. I tell you, look there up in the window too. That's a tough one to catch, because you can see her up in the window up there. Man, she really did a great job.
Now, Plum, this is one of our most popular episodes, and I think I know why you got duped here by a little ghost.
I did a little bit here. If you look at this, we're saying goodbye, doing the outro, and look what happens. Boom. She pushed me really hard, too, right into the water.
She's a strong little ghost. close,
Very,
huh?
very strong. I tell you, it was very fun to be able to do something like this and have, you know, that's my daughter, Remy. For those of you who don't know, my little 6-year-old daughter, Remy. Hey, girl, how are you? She pushed me really hard, but she did great. It was so fun to have her be in there and be a part of it.
How'd you smell afterwards?
Man.
Really good, I'm sure.
Oh,
all right,
man.
well, we're not going to think about that. But coming up next here on Restaurant Road Trip, we're going to be pouring it out and dicing it up with our sponsors, Asylum Distillery and Ergo Chef Knives. They're going to join us live here in the studio.
And plus, more highlights from this season as the Shoreline gas station turned into a barbecue hotspot and a popular restaurant in downtown New Haven with an amazing rooftop bar.
We've got so much more coming your way. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back here to the Restaurant Road Trip Season 1 recap. We're very excited, Chef Plum, to be joined by our man, Rob Schulten from Asylum Distillery out of Bridgeport. Guy's like a mad scientist.
It's crazy over there. That place is fun. You can go over there and check it out, take a tour. Rob, thanks for being a part of the series this time.
Hey, thank you for a wonderful series. You guys knocked it out of the ballpark.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun so far. But tell us how you got into all this, because you weren't originally into the local libation industry.
I was not. I was a chemical engineer for 20 years. I traveled the world fixing other people's plants. I've always been a foodie, so this was an easy segue. And I've had a blast. I've got the dream job, which gives me the opportunity to wake up excited every morning.
And I don't know if you remember when we stopped by the actual distillery, you distill like bacon and all this crazy stuff to
All those
experiment.
flavors. Yeah, it was insane.
We have a huge portfolio of flavors that we combine and put together, and then put only the very best into the bottles.
And which one's your favorite?
Oh man, it's like asking which child you like the best. The ginger is new, it's wonderful, the whiskey's great, and the gin has won a couple of awards.
Nice.
So
Cheers to that.
We're excited about all of them.
And it's cool because you're based right here in Connecticut and you're able to support local farms with your corn and everything like that.
100% GMO-free, Connecticut-grown corn.
Correct. And you come see us, and we'll show you how we put 3 pounds of corn into every bottle.
And it's neat because you were able to support us throughout the whole season, and we actually integrated the drinks into a lot of the recipes or different cocktails. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, we would go to some of the restaurants, and if they were interested, if they want to be a part of it, we would give them a bottle and say, make us a cocktail, and we would shoot it and get beautiful shots of the cocktails. It was so good. It makes me want to have a cocktail right now.
And did you get to indulge a little bit, Plum? Did
I tasted simply for professional purposes.
Right, yes, for journalistic integrity,
Exactly,
I guess they would call it, something like that. What's the process like? I mean, it's a lot. You have a lot going on.
There's always a lot going on. The corn comes from Somers, Connecticut. Once it's in, we mash, ferment, and distill it in Bridgeport.
Nice.
And put it into the bottle.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to keep the bottle here, just, here in studio, just in case we need it at some point. Plum, come on, man.
insist.
All right, Rob, thank you so much for joining us here. Make sure you guys
thank you very much.
check them out online, Asylum Distillery. Next year on the show, we're going to be heading on over to one of our favorite barbecue joints. It's called The Stand in Branford, and things got a little messy for
Man,
you, huh?
I love barbecue food. The Stand in Branford. Make sure you check it out because I got a little something on my chin.
Yeah, do we have any wet naps here?
Just a little something.
No?
Great. When we came, it was a great spot for barbecue. We had the tomatoes, we had the gardens, we had to keep that going, so we have the farm stand, and then we added the food truck for breakfast.
You guys are pumping out here at night. A bunch of people hanging out, like you smell the smoker. Brown sugar is an amazing thing to put into a rub, and people do it because it adds a great crystalline layer on top of it, adds that sweetness to the ribs. Sweetness and smoke are best friends. Pit boss, pit master, barbecue guy extraordinaire. The guy's been everywhere. Talk about how this is happening.
The wood we use is hickory, almost exclusively. We keep the pits around 250.
We're gonna have some brisket here. You got the pork shoulder there. You got our barbecue chicken. We have a little ratatouille here. We smoke that on the grill as well.
Oh, nice.
Of course, we have some cornbread, fresh tomatoes from down the road from the Medland farm, where we get a lot of our produce. Black beans, a little bit of our purple slaw, watermelon salad for a little bit of sweetness, and of course we have mac and cheese.
Absolutely.
Got to do that.
See that layer of fat right there? Right there. That's a good thing. If they give you that, you've got yourself a little pot of gold there. That's the good stuff. Don't be afraid of that. There we go. The smokiness doesn't kill you. Seasoning is perfect, super tender, doesn't need a sauce at all. That's a home run right there.
I don't know, Plum. I think that was more like a grand slam. That thing looked off the chain.
Oh, man, it was so good, man. Listen, right now we're here with my good friend Mike Stein from Ergo Chef Knives. Mike, these knives are phenomenal. The knives I use every single day. I'm not just saying that.
Thanks,
I really,
Chef.
truly do, man. These are great knives. How'd you guys get started?
My brother was a chef, developed tendonitis and carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Went to my dad's machine shop and decided to toss around some ideas on designing a better knife. And they came up with the ergonomic Ergo Chef Pro Series 8-inch chef knife.
Easy with it.
Keep away from Ryan.
Back away. Yeah, I'm not too good with a knife. But Plum, can you give us some demonstration?
Yeah, so listen,
he uses these every single day. You know?
These are not every single day. This is my knife right here. This is the Pro Series, the 7-inch Santoku. I love this. I mean, you can see this knife just. I mean, it's just like it's nothing.
Well,
right off.
You're
know?
like a vegetable ninja.
You're scaring me.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
make knives for a living.
I'm not the chef.
So just a couple of quick tips on using a knife. Ready? Something that rolls, right? When it rolls, it's more dangerous. You want to make it flatter on the edge. So I always take a little piece off, just like that, of my carrot, because it can roll. Once it's flat, it's much safer. Then keep your fingers back, hands back, and when you use a good Ergo Chef knife, it holds that edge. Look how sharp it is, right? The thing that's the best about these knives, and I think too. Oh, right.
He's challenging you. Is this a race over here? What's going on?
Great knives though, because you can see once you get this whole ergonomic shape, man, it really allows you to go super fast. And that's why it was so important. I knew this project. You guys are a local company. Get you involved. Be a part of this, because I think that we need to get the word out to more chefs. Even though you guys are a national company, you worked with Guy Fieri, you worked with Michael Simon, but more importantly, you worked with us, and that's what I care about.
I think local is great, and we love to be a part of the show. It's awesome. Thanks for inviting us in.
I want to get that away from Ryan.
Yeah, please. I'm going to take the tongs. Can I take the tongs home?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to work with these. Item. There it is. And make sure you guys head online to ergochef.com. Use promo code PLUM15 off. You're going to get 15% off your entire knife order if you go there today and order right now. So, Mike, thank you so much for the promo code.
Yeah, man.
We do appreciate that. And we're going to check out one of our other favorite episodes this season. Again, season 1 of Restaurant Road Trip. We're cruising on over to Elm City Social. It's quickly become one of the most popular places. Put the knife down in downtown New Haven.
I just feel better right here. You got to check it out right here. Listen, savory burgers and rooftop vibes at this speakeasy atmosphere. Chef John Brennan, he is killing it over there.
Just try to keep it fresh, everything from scratch, and just, cook the way you're supposed to.
What are some of the other dishes here that are really popular people like?
We do our jerk chicken tacos, our chicken and waffles, that's a big one.
And you make your own chips, right?
Yeah, of course.
Potato chips.
Potato chips, everything's made from scratch every day.
The Elm City burger. Talk about it real quick.
I'm going to show you. So we use chuck and brisket blend.
Awesome.
Just sear it off real quick, a little salt and pepper. On an English muffin, some smoked aioli we make from scratch, and a little bit of red onion jam and arugula and tomato.
Look at that. He's got 3 on right there, 1 right here. When he puts that top on, what's happening is that moisture's coming out of the burger and creating steam. So it's adding moisture back in, as well as cooking a lot more evenly.
It's really good meat. We use no hormone, no antibiotic meat.
Nice.
Everything's free range, so
awesome.
Happy cows make happy burgers.
I agree. Why backwards?
I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
A little bit something different. I like to be different. Also,
in there, a little salt. Now, for those who don't know, he seasons the fries while they're hot out of the fryer like that. It makes the salt, the seasoning stick to it better. If you season them after they cool down, it doesn't stick nearly as well. Can you eat? You gotta work.
I always can eat.
He can always eat. Let's do it.
I'm getting hungry there, Chef, huh?
Man, that stuff is delicious, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, they had the Elm City burger. I think I'm just putting it out there, I think the best burger in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Dare I say?
It was a delicious burger.
That's a big statement.
Absolutely, a great burger, man. Not only burgers, though, they even had the rubber ducky. That drink's a big hit, too,
which was
right?
tasty, and it was made with the Asylum Distillery gin, I believe. So
fantastic.
It was an awesome time. Hey, what do you get when you combine an award-winning chef, some savory barbecue, and Magnum PI?
Wait, don't give it away, but here's the hint. We're heading out to West Hartford.
All right, and before that, we want to give a special shout out to our producer, Micah Bailey, and anybody else that's hanging out there in the control room, Dan Fish, Michael Pet Chef, everybody, they're hanging. They've been such a vital part of this season, so we're going to be having more fun, and we're taking you to the Cook and the Bear coming up next right here on Restaurant Road Trip Season 1 Recap.
Cook and the Bear.
All right, our next stop here on Restaurant Road Trip takes us to the heart of West Hartford.
Man, such a welcoming vibe and the brainchild of 2 culinary leaders.
Yeah, it's also, they have a slight obsession with Tom Selleck.
Yeah. Who couldn't? Who can't blame them? They're both 2 very super cool people. Here's Cook and the Bear. Check it out.
Half the menu is vegetarian, actually, and 85% of the menu is gluten-free. We do a chorizo stuffed dates wrapped in bacon from the smoker.
What?
Just
that sounds awesome.
Craveable stuff. It's all in the preparation. We keep it super simple. It's fast, it's fatty, it's spicy, it's delicious.
That vinegar-based sauce is very Carolina style. It's not heavy. Again, health food, chef. That's what I keep going back to.
Oh, yeah, healthy, so healthy. Didn't want this to be a fancy restaurant and have fancy things. Right. We wanted people to be able to come in and afford it. Obviously, we sell a lot of mac and cheese because it's a barbecue restaurant.
Look at that. Yeah.
3 cheese mac and cheese with like a garlic crumble. This comes from a whole hog. This is not, you know, this is from a farm like 15 miles away. Beautiful. So,
got great legs on her.
We also have a drink on the menu called the Tom Selleck. You know, you're on a date, your girl comes out of the bathroom, she's like, I don't know why, but Tom Selleck was hanging on the wall. Dude says, I don't know why, but Tom Selleck was hanging on my wall too. And then we got a drink called the Tom Selleck that's served in a pineapple.
Plum,
Man, that place is great.
Must ask you a question. Oh. How delicious was that Tom Selleck?
Man, it was delicious, so delicious, and everything there to eat, it's just all very unreal, man. It's such a great spot.
And again, Chef Anderson, such a talented guy, is James Beard Award winner. And hey, we want to thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been an awesome thing. You've allowed us to sort of highlight some of the best culinary gems here in Connecticut on Restaurant Road Trip. And we want you to head on over to our Facebook page right now. Give it a like. We have all the episodes up there right now so you can keep up with everything from season 1 and also hopefully coming up here in season 2.
Absolutely, I hope so. And a big shout out to all 13 restaurants for welcoming us with open arms. M-Bar, Costello's Clam Shack, Elm City Social, The Stand.
Brewport, Goats and Roses, The Wharf, The Cook and the Bear, some of the best restaurants here in Connecticut.
Nouveau Monde, Republic at Linden, Cure, Captain Daniel Packer Inn, and of course Red 36. And hey, thank you, Ryan, for all your work.
Hey, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here at Restaurant Road Trip Season 1 recap. Hopefully we will see you back here. I'm hungry. Should we go eat something?
We will. We'll see you all down the road next time on Restaurant Road Trip.
Slow it down for anyone.